So I've picked this marvellous spot at the Coventry Telegraph Hotel. This is the old offices and works for the Coventry Evening Telegraph that I used to deliver stationery to as an apprentice. So let me introduce you to Neil Wallis, the director of Inkwell Printing.
From being a guy working in a corporate company that sold software to the construction industry, to working for the county council, Inkwell Printing, it's a big leap, isn't it?
It was a family business, my wife's family, and they wanted to retire. I always the joke is that it's always a honey trap because they wanted to retire. And Becky came into the business, and then Becky went off and did her own thing and left me here. So,
and they said, "What a nice young man."
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, or we'll put this on him.
I wanted to know if Neil was accepted in this new workplace where he was coming in at a certain level.
I don't know if I struggled with it. I struggled with knowing where to stick my nose in. At times I'd try and help and I'd irritate people because I was sort of in their way. Yeah. And then there's other times where they'd be getting stressed out because they've got so much work, but they would never ask for help.
Yeah.
That was a hard sort of barrier to overcome. But it wasn't that much of a change. I think because I came in and I was able to do everything, I learned printing from the ground up. And a lot of the suppliers were really helpful with me, which helped.
Yeah. And how about people working in the business? How were you received?
Amazing, really. Like there was only a few people here, and they were all really helpful. At the time that Inky and Sandra wanted to retire, I think they were just glad they were keeping their jobs because they were called into a meeting and say, "We want to tell you something about the business," and they just thought, "Oh, that's it, we're being sold."
We're off.
So they were just relieved they were still had jobs at that point. And they were all really helpful. They've all been good.
Why do it at all? Why jump into production from behind an office desk?
Thought we'd be making more money. It's got tough at the minute, hasn't it, for everyone?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
What did I think? I didn't really think that far ahead at that point. I was hoping it would have grown more. Organic growth has been difficult for the reasons that you've got to work hard for it now, and that's what I'm working hard for. So I think I would have thought organic growth would have happened more. Build it and they will come would have been my mantra, maybe, and that's not true by any stretch.
And then the step of changes. What changes need to be made and how quickly to make them.
When COVID happened and money and everything got tight, I think then I really had to take a more helicopter view of it and to start taking it more seriously as that side of it. So it's been a real recent change. I think before that it sort of ran itself. And then I've been able to sort of put my stamp of my past on it. It's at that point where I felt like, you know what, there's ways I can do things that I want to do them now.
Yeah.
Which is the automations and I'm not running it as an old school printer anymore where it's an invoice that's posted to someone. We'll have to email it, that sort of thing.
So then there comes the point of handover. And what advice would Neil give to people who are looking to take this step of either stepping into a business or stepping out of a business?
If I was to go back and do it again, I'd have been really clearer on numbers and the plan. I think what we took for granted, and nothing bad came of it, but what we did take for granted was what the numbers, what the numbers in the plan would be. We didn't look at it in depth, and we didn't say we're going to do this and then in 6 months we'll do this. And even if that plan changes, if you've got a plan and a role, I think a lot of family businesses break down when there's not a defined role.
Yeah.
You're all crashing into each other.
And while it may not be a particularly attractive thing, there's one key value that Neil wishes he'd learned earlier and possibly got under his belt.
I'll tell you what I cocked up really early on.
Yeah.
Is I wasn't, like I say, I was given a formula, but I had to backwards calculate how to work out all my pricing strategies and things. And I never took into account overheads.
Right.
I was basically quoting paper and time plus a bit.
Right.
Never looked at like, well, the electric's going to cost us this much per hour. And so there was a few months there where I was like, hang on, we're doing a lot of work here. And it's quite red, that bottom number.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a big error of mine.
Thanks, Neil. Fascinating to take a look inside your business, but also inside your head and see what motivates you and how you took that step of becoming a castaway on Print Island until you made your own place, you made your own shelter, you built something to help others and make a profit.